Prime Minister, First Minister, councillors, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, let me welcome you to the new Bayes Centre at the University of Edinburgh. My name's Charlie Jeffrey, Senior Vice Principal at the University. We at the University have had the pleasure over the last 3 years of working with 2 governments, 6 local authorities, 3 other universities, 5 colleges and businesses large and small in developing the Edinburgh and South East Scotland City Region deal. It's a deal with a distinctive vision for economic growth in which universities are central. It's a deal which harnesses cutting-edge research for its applications in the economy, with the University of Edinburgh leading on data-driven innovation, working closely with Heriot-Watt University on robotics, and with Queen Margaret University leading on food and drink innovation. And it's a deal which recognises the economic potential of our talent, the graduates who study with world-leading researchers. It's that mix of applied research and hungry talent that has transformed the Edinburgh City region into a centre of tech innovation of international resonance. The City Region deal will push that to a new level. Our ambition is to be the data capital of Europe, a place with the mix of university-led innovation, brilliant graduates, and an ecosystem of entrepreneurial incubation, scale-up and growth nestled next to global companies, which drives growth and draws in investment. As we sign the deal today, we see the benefits in major initiatives which are already taking shape, many of which will unfold in this building. In fintech, open banking, in health and social care, robotics, communications technologies, and the creative industries, central, as all can see at this moment, to this extraordinary festival city. That's just a start, and I'm sure there's much, much more to come. But perhaps the most important aspect of the deal is the capability it has created, the capacity we now have in spades, but had much too little of before this process started, to work across sectors, in education, local authorities, business, government, for shared ends and collective benefit in innovation, housing, transport, culture and skills. Indeed, a fundamental part of the deal is our commitment to ensure people in the region can build the skills to flourish in the future economy. Edinburgh Napier University is taking a lead on skills for the construction industry, to which the deal will give a massive boost. And all our universities are working with schools, colleges and businesses across the region so people can have the opportunities to develop data skills across their lifetime. From youngsters about to enter the workforce, to women returning after career breaks, to people looking to reskill in mid-career. We know that data-driven innovation will bring economic growth, and we want the opportunities of that growth to be open to all. On that note, I will conclude by thanking the Prime Minister and the First Minister for the vision, encouragement and funding which has cemented an extraordinarily powerful capability behind an ambitious programme for inclusive growth in this region. All of us in universities, local government, colleges and business look forward to making that capability count. Thank you. With that, I'd like to invite the Prime Minister to come and say a few words.
Well, thank you very much for that introduction, Charlie, and it's fantastic to be here at the University of Edinburgh to sign off on the Edinburgh and South East Scotland City Region deal. We're in one of the great cities of our United Kingdom at a time of year when it serves not just as the capital of Scotland, but as the cultural capital of the entire world. And I had the privilege of experiencing firsthand some of the cultural riches that the Edinburgh festivals have to offer earlier today, and a great pleasure it was to do so. Now, the festivals are an international calling card for Edinburgh and the surrounding area. And when people come to take part in them, they find a city and a region that has huge potential for the future. You see it clearly in the imagination and creativity on display here every August. But you see it too in the innovative and groundbreaking work that goes on in this city and area all year round. in great universities and colleges, in high-tech businesses, in financial and legal services hubs. This is a city and a region that has so much to offer Scotland, the UK, and indeed the world. The Edinburgh and South East City Region deal is all about building on those strengths to open up new opportunities for the future in the creative industries, in research, in housing, in transport and in skills. And it will have a lasting legacy. The UK and Scottish governments are both helping to build the Impact Concert Hall, a new venue to cement Edinburgh's place as the world's festival city. The City Deal partners also want to turn Edinburgh into the data capital of Europe. So we're providing capital investment to develop new data storage and analysis technology here in Edinburgh. This great new facility, the Bays Centre, will open in the autumn with UK government investment and will provide shared working spaces for applied data science and artificial intelligence research teams. It is one of the 5 hubs across the city that will use data technology to support research and development activity in sectors of the future, from fintech and robotics to biotech and health sciences. And I want the UK to lead the world in these technologies. I want us to have the best regulation, the most advanced research, and the most lucrative commercial applications. And the City Deal will put Edinburgh at the cutting edge of that work, and it's exciting to think about the future possibilities that this investment will open up. UK city and growth deals are a key part of our modern industrial strategy. The UK government has already committed over £1 billion to them here in Scotland. 5 have been signed and 3 more are being negotiated. And just like the modern industrial strategy as a whole, they're a partnership between government at all levels, businesses and academia, to combine our resources and to tackle the challenges of tomorrow. Because I believe we can achieve far more together than we ever could apart. So thank you to all the deal partners for your work to get us here. Thank you to the University of Edinburgh, who have hosted us today, as well as Heriot-Watt University, Edinburgh Napier University and Queen Margaret University. To the local authorities, Edinburgh City Council, Mid Lothian Council, East Lothian Council, West Lothian Council, Scottish Borders Council and Fife Council. And of course our colleagues in the Scottish Government. This is a great day for the southeast of Scotland and an exciting step towards a brighter future for this wonderful part of the United Kingdom. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prime Minister. Can I now invite the First Minister to say a few words?
Thank you very much indeed, Charlie. Prime Minister, thank you to all of you for coming along here today, especially given that there are lots and lots of other things that you could be doing in Edinburgh right now, principally, of course, through the wonderful Edinburgh festivals, but also, of course, Edinburgh right now is helping to host the European Championships, and I've had the opportunity this afternoon of being in the Commonwealth pool, watching the home team win another gold medal, so that has been fantastic too. An awful lot of people have put a great deal of effort into finalising this city region deal, and let me put on record the Scottish Government's appreciation for all of those efforts. In particular, I want to thank the partner organisations, including the region's universities and colleges, the private and third sectors, the UK Government, and also, of course, the 6 local authorities involved: East Lothian, Edinburgh, Fife, Mid Lothian, Scottish Borders and West Lothian. In many ways, this is both a perfect time and a perfect place for holding this signing ceremony. Ever since the Edinburgh International Festival was established, now 71 years ago, to bring Europe together in the wake of the Second World War, it has been known right around the world as a celebration of culture, creativity and internationalism. So this year's festival provides the perfect backdrop for a city-region deal which, as well as providing specific support for culture, is firmly founded on Scotland's determination to be a home for new thinking and fresh talent. In addition, it's now almost 10 years since Edinburgh School of Informatics opened in the building which adjoins this one. Over the last decade, That institution has helped to establish Scotland as a leading global centre for informatics, data analysis and artificial intelligence. And of course, Edinburgh is now widely recognised as the best place in Europe to establish a tech start-up. That reputation will only be strengthened by the stunning base centre, which is due to open in the autumn, and funding for the base centre is, of course, one part of today's deal. So when we stand in a world-class facility like this, in a city which this month is the cultural capital of the world, we're reminded of the fact that there should be no limits on our ambitions, not simply for Edinburgh or the southeast of Scotland, but for our country as a whole. And that's why this deal is rightly ambitious. It provides significant support for data-driven innovation, an area where we already have huge strengths and where, therefore, we see major economic opportunities. The deal will also establish a centre for research and development in the food and drink sector in East Lothian, and it invests in infrastructure and modern business premises in Fife and at Tweedbank in the Scottish Borders. The deal also provides £25 million of support for skills development, helping to ensure that everyone in our society has a fair chance to seize the economic opportunities of the future. And it will see more than £300 million of investment in new housing, together with more than £150 million of spending on transport improvements. Finally, as the Prime Minister already alluded to, the deal will also support the first new concert hall in Edinburgh for more than a century, providing a fitting home for the Scottish Chamber Orchestra and reinforcing this city's status as the world's festival city. That status, of course, will be further enhanced by the fact that, alongside the City deal, the Scottish Government is providing £5 million of additional funding over the next 5 years for Edinburgh's 11 major festivals. So, to conclude, although the City deal we are signing today is backed by more than £1.3 billion of funding, £300 million each from the UK and Scottish governments, more than £300 million from local government and almost £250 million from universities, I think it's important to say that these financial figures are perhaps less important than the practical benefits that this deal will bring. Better skills for 15,000 people, 21,000 new jobs and 41,000 new homes. It will help to attract investment, create skilled employment and improve people's quality of life. And it will help us to seize new economic opportunities and ensure that these opportunities benefit everyone. It will help to make the southeast of Scotland fairer and more prosperous. So for all of these reasons, I'm absolutely delighted to be here today, and I look forward to working with all of you as we deliver on this deal in the months and years to come.
Can I now ask Councillor Adam McVeigh, Leader of the City of Edinburgh Council, to make his contribution?
Thanks very much. I'm not going to speak for long because we're in danger of losing one of our stars out of 5 if this show goes on too long. This is the absolute epicentre of the world's cultural offering. Just yesterday, I was meeting people from Adelaide who had brought their fringe performers over. And it highlights just how international our city is. This is the best capital city in the world, and it's that because so many from across this continent and across the world have chosen to come here. On behalf of the authorities, I want to thank those who have worked so hard over the last 14 months to make this a reality. About 14 months ago, we signed the Heads of Terms with a background that looks very similar to that. And we have worked incredibly hard to stick to the terms that we agreed then, and we've done an incredible job, I think, in sticking to the real ethos of what we tried to bind together. This is a transformative deal which isn't about our region now. It's about unlocking the success of what our capital city and region can become, and it's about sharing that success across our communities. By capitalising on our world-leading universities, we can unlock a huge amount of economic potential, and by investing in skills, housing, transport, we can make that growth more accessible to all of our citizens across the region. This is a unique collaboration between the councils, the UK government, the Scottish government, the universities, the third sector and private business. And over the next 15 years, this comprises an ambitious projects across innovation, employability, culture and infrastructure. And I should say the third element of the cultural offering of the new concert hall is the £5 million that Edinburgh Council is putting in to that project as well. This has been a truly regional collaboration, a strategic vision of what our capital city and across the region can be. It's provided a platform and a framework to deliver our shared ambitions and a catalyst for building genuine and enduring partnerships to work collaboratively to grow our economy and make our capital city region even more successful to the benefit of all. Our capital city and our region has gained a lot out of this deal, and I'm delighted to sign the final deal document allowing us to get on and deliver for the people of Edinburgh and the people of Scotland. Thank you.
So we now move to the signing. So I would like to invite Prime Minister, First Minister and Councillor McVeigh to come to the signing table. Of the other 5 councils to join the party for a photograph. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings the formal part of this event to a close. I'd just like to finish by paying tribute to 2 things. One is the extraordinary coalition of people working across sectors for the benefit of this region, which has been built through this process. And secondly, the extraordinary support our 2 governments have given to it. We're going to make it count. Thank you.
So good evening, everyone. I'm Jane Hilston, Head of School of Informatics, and it just falls...
I'll come straight back in. Just out there, I think.